אמר לנה en anti-Mashiach bar helachachai.
In The Passion of the Christ 2, Jim Caviezel is set to reprise his role as Jesus, returning his portrayal to the big screen. Since the first film, Caviezel has continued to showcase his talent in various movies and TV shows, from Outlander to Person of Interest. He's no stranger to biblical epics, having also appeared in Paul, Apostle of Christ, alongside James Faulkner. Joining Caviezel in this epic sequel are several returning cast members from the original film. Maia Morgenstern is expected to return as Mary, Jesus' mother, bringing her integral role back to life. Francesco DeVito will once again portray Peter, one of Jesus' well-known apostles, while Christo Gikov is rumored to reprise the role of John, whose gospel-inspired Passion of the Christ. However, it remains uncertain if Monica Bellucci or Rosalinda Celentano will return as Magdalene and Satan, respectively. Movies have a special way of bringing people together, even those who might not normally spend time together. When The Passion of the Christ came out in 2004, it was a huge hit, making $612.1 million worldwide. It showed the crucifixion of Jesus in a very realistic and intense way, making it one of the most successful faith-based films ever. Like all great movies, it made us feel and made us think. It made people think about the powerful image of Jesus on the cross, suffering and wearing a crown of thorns. The movie also made people think about miracles, angels, good and bad, and important ideas like loyalty, betrayal, and forgiveness. So you know how sometimes you feel all sorts of emotions at once? Well, that's kind of how we feel about Mel Gibson's next movie. It's like a roller coaster of curiosity, fear, love, excitement, pity, and maybe even a little shame. You get to pick your emotions. Now, the idea of a sequel to The Passion of the Christ might sound a bit odd, especially since even Family Guy joked about it ages ago. But according to Jim Caviezel, who got a sneak peek at the script, this sequel is going to be epic. It's like Mel Gibson's big masterpiece, The Empire Strikes Back of Christianity. You've got to see it to believe it. We don't know much about what Gibson's got planned for the sequel, other than what's in the Bible. But there's this book by Helen Bond, a big deal professor of Christian stuff, that might give us some clues. And get this word on the street, a lot of the action might go down in hell. We're talking about Gibson's take on eternal suffering. It could make Clive Barker's Hellraiser 2 look like a child's play. Horror fans are going to be all over this one. It might even shake up the whole faith-based movie scene and give us a cinematic masterpiece that'll rival George Lucas. When it comes to making a movie, you have to get your message across loud and clear. And sometimes, nature's got these cool textures that kind of speak to everyone. Like you see a big old tree or a rock and you're like, whoa, that's deep. So in the sequel to The Passion of the Christ, don't be shocked if we see celestial beings represented by these kinds of things. But knowing Mel Gibson, he might have some other wild ideas up his sleeve that could get people talking. Now, get this. Some folks think Gibson's got this thing for ancient alien theories. He's dropped hints about this whole other realm, maybe beyond just hell, during interviews. It's all a bit mysterious, leaving room for some out-of-this-world ideas about biblical stuff. And who knows, maybe we'll even get a peek at God's spaceship or his fancy laboratory. It's like Marvel's take on those powerful aliens, like Zeus from Greek myths, mixing it up with regular folks. Gibson's been really cagey about the story, though. He keeps saying it won't be a straightforward retelling of the resurrection, but more like a mix of different stuff. But one thing's for sure, Jesus is going to have a showdown with Satan down in hell. It's like this ancient belief that Jesus went down there after he died to save some souls from eternal suffering. The Bible doesn't say a whole lot about it, but there's this thing called the harrowing of hell, where Jesus swoops in like a hero to rescue folks from the dark side. The next chapter in the Passion of the Christ saga promises to delve into the profound themes of resurrection and ascension, leaving fans eager to uncover Mel Gibson's artistic vision. With a title like The Passion of the Christ Resurrection, it's evident that Jesus' return from the dead will take center stage. How this resurrection is depicted is a matter of speculation, with possibilities ranging from a picture-perfect portrayal to a more rugged interpretation that embraces Jim Caviezel's aging. One possibility is the use of de-aging techniques to present a flawless image of Christ, emphasizing his divine nature. This approach could be complemented by a depiction of the ascension into heaven suffused with light and ambiguity, leaving room for interpretation in line with faith-based experiences. Alternatively, Gibson may opt for a more gritty portrayal, showcasing Jesus still bearing the scars of his crucifixion. Such a depiction would undoubtedly spark controversy, inviting debate among religious scholars and fans of horror cinema. Should Gibson choose to explore the ascension in a technical manner, he might lean into a sci-fi aesthetic, incorporating celestial spaceships or otherworldly beings reminiscent of Jim Henson's The Dark Crystal. This visually imaginative approach to depicting God's form and technology could appeal to genre enthusiasts, but might risk alienating the film's faith-based audience. As of now, the specifics of Gibson's vision remain unclear, but anticipation for the film is high, and it's poised to make a significant impact regardless of its direction. In terms of box office potential, the success of the first Passion of the Christ film suggests that a sequel could perform just as well. Recent comparisons between the box office performance of Top Gun Maverick and the 2004 hit highlight the enduring appeal of both films beyond their initial release. Like Top Gun Maverick, a long-awaited sequel to Passion of the Christ could draw audiences back to theaters for multiple weekends, ensuring its commercial success. Despite concerns about the impact of the first film on his career, Jim Caviezel has expressed his willingness to reprise his role as Jesus in a potential sequel. While his involvement may raise eyebrows due to his controversial statements in recent years, it's unlikely to deter Mel Gibson, who is accustomed to navigating controversy in his projects. If Mel Gibson chooses to focus on the harrowing of hell, it may present a challenge in uniting evangelicals behind the film, given the varying interpretations of this event. However, it also offers an opportunity to delve deeper into the spiritual journey of Jesus and explore themes of redemption, triumph over evil, and the ultimate victory of light over darkness. The sequel story is likely to draw from both biblical accounts and interpretations from historical and religious sources, providing a rich tapestry of narratives and perspectives. By incorporating elements from Catholic visionaries like Mary of Jesus of Agreda and Anne Catherine Emmerich, Gibson has the opportunity to offer a unique and thought-provoking portrayal of Jesus' journey through death and resurrection. Additionally, Gibson's emphasis on authenticity and attention to detail may lead to a visually stunning depiction of biblical events, captivating audiences with its immersive storytelling and powerful imagery. With advancements in technology and visual effects, the sequel has the potential to bring these ancient stories to life in a way that resonates with modern audiences while staying true to their religious and cultural significance. And that's a wrap for today's video, but fear not, we'll be back with plenty more exciting updates about The Passion of the Christ 2. So make sure to stay tuned and keep those eyes peeled for all the latest news. Thanks a bunch for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.